Hey guys, welcome back to Hate Addicts with Crafts. I'm Isabel, and it's been a little longer than I wanted it to be. I will explain that at the end of the video. It's been a lot of, I had taken time off work and whatnot, so I may have gotten a lot of stitching done. It might not have been, or a lot of different projects, and I'll explain that here why that was at the end. But I have a finish, I have some haul, I think I got my fabric of the month in from Crazy Annie Stitching, and I have some, I don't want to say haul, but like it was gifted to me, but it was still like crafty stuff in a sense. We might do that at the end when I explain everything, because there's the reason. There's been family and other things. So I talk about haul, crafty, happy, whatever you call it, stitching. I've gotten page finishes, y'all. Last time I've seen you, I've gotten 3 page finishes, if not more. And I bought a couple of charts from the last couple 50% offs. I was one of the lucky people that got the $5 from Michelle at Heaven of Designs, so I got a chart just because I had it and I didn't use it. I was gonna lose it, kind of a thing. And then when I went and bought all my paper charts into PDFs, I got another chart as well. So we will start over here on this stuff, and if you hear that, it's the trash. This is life. Let's go. I'll show you my haul so I don't forget to show you again. One of the chart, maybe I did show you, I don't know. It's been a minute. This is one of the ones I got, was Mini Corn Moon. I saw that and I was like, yep, getting that, because corn, and I'm here in Nebraska and I did tasseled, so I figured it was appropriate. Thought it was really cool. And then the other one I recently got in the leap year sale was Mini Ruby, which I'm a July baby, and so Ruby is my birthstone. I thought that dress was gorgeous. So those are the 2 charts I got. Oh, and I have a new start. This one, did I show you February? Yeah, I showed you February. So no, this would be, I don't know if this is February's or March's. I think it's February's. I don't know. I don't even it might have been February's fabric. I want to say it's February's fabric. I think this is the second, yeah, this is the second one I got, so this is February's. Oh my god. in, yeah, February. So I got Bramble from my fabric club. So it's that's actually kind of true to color. Very light, stony, with a subtle modeling. So, don't know what I'll use it for, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. And this is 28 count Lugana. So, I've been trying to like write down when I get it, so that way I know like if it's from a club or whatever. We'll see how all that works later on. But I got that, and so that's very fun. Could always use some neutral fabric. So it's my haul. I will show the Stitchy Kindness or Crafty Kindness, whatever. This is wrapped in, I just roll it up. I don't even remember where I was last time, but I had used this for a travel piece because I was doing the 2 weeks and I had finished this in a week, and so I used something else for a week, which I will show you. But here is the finish on Boo. And so I just did the letters. I didn't do anything else, and I mean that's fine. But I thought it was a cute little small, and I can finish it into like a pillow or something cute. But that is one of my finishes. So it's simple but cute. And yes, I am filming this short video just in case I can't show it in my Flosstube this week or next week, because I don't know if I will be able to see my friend. So this is the fully finished coffee on a chalkboard. I used some foam core with some padding to make it fluffy and add some cording to hide the hot glue. But I think it turned out really good. So yeah, and it'll sit on an easel, so it'll sit kind of like an angle. But yeah, that is my finish. What do you think? What do you guys think? If I can get it finished, maybe I'll have it for this October. We'll see. So yeah, my little ready to just roll it up with the other one, which I think I don't know what I did with my mother-in-law's. So I made her the cleaning the house piece, and it's probably somewhere over here. I just can't find it. You know, back when I was like, I did this for my mother-in-law, and then I put it somewhere and I can't find it. I put it in a safe place, and now I can't find it. You know, one of those. I will try and insert a picture, but we'll see. Because the last time you saw this, I don't even remember the last time you saw it, but this one has gotten a lot of progress. A lot. I've gotten a full page and a partial page finished, so lots of progress. So, I mean, I will try and insert. This is Lyra, beloved Lyra. I'm trying to get done this year. And so here we are. So I finished this page here and then this partial page down here. And so now I'm trying to go over and do this partial page. Then I'll move this up and then do the 2 full pages, then come back down and do the 2 partials over here or something. But yeah, you have like her harp coming through, her hand, the fish, and then there's like a seashell or a clam that has a bunch of like pearls that will be fun to do here. But yeah, I went back to parking because I wasn't really sure how to do that, and you can already kind of see like the clam shell or whatever, the enclosement, so that's fun. And this is the bottom of the chart, like that's the bottom of the piece. And when I was stitching this, I was stitching pinks in here. I was like, why am I stitching pinks all the way over here by her hand? There's nothing, there's dark colors, why am I stitching pinks and purples? Because it was her fingernail polish, her fingernail and her polish. So yeah, her hand, and then like I'll be able to like stitch all this when I get this done. So I'm hoping to get this page done this month, this partial done, because then I would be on track on finishing a page or 2 partial in a month. A page a month or 2 partial in a month, and hopefully have it done this by HateCon, if that's even going to be a thing still, because this thing that's going around, I will probably not put this back, put this away, and I'll still work on it today. Oh, I don't know, work on it. It got almost 2,000 stitches last week. Almost 2,000 stitches. So I was like when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, if I don't get one this week, I'll probably get it like for this weekend, but like obviously that happened last weekend because life happened. It was a lot of solid stitching down here. So because of things that happened, that was helpful. Things that happened. This next one, that got rolled up. I am doing White Dragon. Lyra's on 14 count, 2/1. Boo was on 22 count, Hardinger 1/1. So I got 2 page finishes on Lyra, and then I got a page finish and a row finish on this one. I won't try and insert where I was last time, and part of me doesn't want to take this out because it's such a hassle to get it in here, but I will I'll make it work so you guys can see. I don't want to take it out of the hoop, but I also want to show you the row finish. So this week I had a goal of stitching 1,500 stitches because it didn't get stitched on the last 2 weeks, and then this week I needed the 500 to keep up with my goal to get 20,000 stitches done on it. And so since I hadn't stitched on it for a couple weeks, I had to kind of make up for the fact it didn't get stitched on. And since it came up in my wheel of full coverage to work on, it was kind of perfect. So without further ado, here we are. So this is the page I finished. That is the page I finished, and I kind of went up with it. But that is the page, the very end. And so I have a row finish, and then I hadn't quite met the 1500 stitches, so I gridded out the next page, and that's mainly one color plus another one. So yeah, it helped me finish the 1500 goal. 1500 goal I was reaching for this project for this week. And this page will be quite easy because there's a lot of solid stitching. But yeah, that is what it is looking like. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, I think now that I got to the pages that have solid stitching, the next couple of pages might go, it might be easier than trying to stitch confetti. So the next, I mean, toward the end of it, it might be hard because then, like, you know, saved all the confetti for last. But before I put this back in, I want to show you, because this is being stitched on 28 count 2/2. But when Glenna first started this one, she was stitching it 28 count 1/1. And so this is the page that I just finished, but the page she also first started with. So that's the page, I don't even know if it's going the right way, but that's the page she had done first and didn't like it. She didn't like the 1/2. So that's that. Compare that to the, I don't even know if I have this going in the right quote-unquote direction. This is the 2/2. It looks completely different, but it's the same. It's just one has a little bit more coverage because this is 1/1, this is 2/2. So it's a stark difference. You can see a lot more of the white versus this one. You can kind of tell, but not really. Not as bad. But yeah, this one is the same. I just finished this page and this one's the same. So I just wanted to kind of show you the difference between 2/2 and the 1/1 that Glenna had done. So there's a difference, like, there's a difference. There, yeah, let's just say there is a difference. Yeah, I'm just putting this back in because, you know, anyway. But yeah, so I got some love done on that piece this week. It got a lot of live. It got, like, worked on it Monday through Friday. So it got lots of love. I did start a new piece. I think that's the next one I'm gonna pull out, so I'm gonna show you what piece I started this. This was the Leap Day start. So it's the Ice Princess stocking. And so I just started in this top corner here. And I didn't do it on white because obviously there was a lot of white in that. And I didn't want to be doing white on white. So I got, what did I get? Mushroom Lugana, a brown color. So since this is a new start, this is where I was last time. But here is where I got to. So a little start up here in the corners, so yeah, and I'm using the Ice Princess needle minder for this, so yeah. Yep. Kind of doing it like square by square, but taking that color and then like working that string as far as I can go. So I don't even think, yeah, I don't even have the first block done, but that's okay. I got some more stitching done on this one. I got stitching at a good start on this one. So maybe I'll get that done in 4 years before the next leap year. maybe. So that is one of my new starts I did. The last full coverage piece I did was the Nativity, and I don't even remember where I was last time. I think I was working on it for an ABC or something, and I used it for a challenge, but here I am. I think I worked here, down here, and then I got this over here done on the Wiseman's jacket, and then I did come up here and do this part here. So I think I'm gonna do like, go over here and do like this section here before I move. Just like work what I have in the Q-snap first, and then move it. But that is what I got on the Nativity. And they have one out that I want to get that's kind of like a companion to this, and it's called the Magi, and it's the 3 wise men looking up in the sky and seeing the star, and drawn camels, and it's like gorgeous. And I'm like, I need that because it's companion, but I've like barely stitched on this, so I'm like, I don't know, I probably should. But it's so gorgeous, and I'm like, do I really want to stitch more sky that's probably the same color? So I have a couple more projects to show you, and then I will move on to life and why family and other things happened. So this is Chip. This is the one I didn't want to work on, but I had spun it, and this is the one that came up. And so I hadn't been using this for my travel piece for this week. I was bringing the White Dragon because I hadn't pulled this out to work on it because I had gotten back into work and trying to get back into the swing of things, and it was easy just to grab that because it was in a bag and everything. But I did bring this, I think the first day, it was like Thursday, I ended up bringing it and working on it and putting it in my travel bag thing. And so I don't remember where you last saw it, but I have literally just been filling in this here. So I probably put like 4 or 5 lines in right here, and that's it. And I'll I want to try and get all this filled in before I start on the top part, but we'll see. If I get bored doing the pink, then I'll go up here and do some of this here. But it's easy for a travel piece because I don't have to think. I can just take my floss and stitch and color in. So yeah, I worked on a little bit more down here, so yeah, just a lot of filling in to do. Originally my goal was to get the first page done. That's not happening. I can tell you right now, that's not happening. a lot of things have changed. I don't know if I'll continue to do the start ahead every month thing, but we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, I will be working on Chip for at least another month. Or not another month. My nose has been running and running and running. So when I finished Boo, I decided to pull something out that needed to be done for this year. That's if I'm even going. We'll see about whether this coronavirus happens or whatnot. But this is the free pattern that I got for going to HayCon this year. Hopefully that still happens because I'd really love to go. With what happened, I really need like a retreat. But not at my own risk that I'm gonna get sick. I had started this one day and then didn't end up working on it again. But I pulled it out last week when things happened, and I finished the moon. So I finished the moon. There's some words here, a little like garden with tulips, and then a sun. So I got the little moon done. I think it turned out really cool. I didn't use the called for. I just used what I had and what I thought would work. And when I do the sun, I'm gonna do like lighter blue, like darker blues because of the night sky, and then I'll do lighter blues because of the morning. But that is, I got the moon done. And you wouldn't think like, oh, that would take you like a couple hours to do. No, there's like 300 or 400 stitches, like maybe, because it's full coverage, and this is 1/1. Like there's quite a few stitches. There's like at least 300, if not more. So it takes a minute to do, which is fine. I mean, if I really worked on it, I could probably get it done in a few weeks, if not. So life. I wasn't expecting to do a Flosstube as soon as I am. But I kind of wanted to get back into the things and to let you know how I'm doing. Let me show the crafty haul first, and then we will get to that. So I got this, it stands on an easel. My stepdad's sister, so my Aunt Julie, she does a lot of like letters with like different things that you like or whatever. And so she hadn't gone to my graduation, and she had meant to do this for my graduation, and we had talked, and I let her know some of the things that I liked. And so she made this for me, and so she gave it to me last Saturday. But I told her I like to cross stitch, and she said she found this and it looked like a cross stitch piece, and it says I love crafty, and there's a glue gun and there's like some scissors, and it's just like treasures and jewels. And I told her my favorite color was blue and Ariel was my favorite, so she even put like this in here, and like I think it's just gorgeous, and it's sparkly. Like, I'm trying to figure out if this is supposed to be like a peacock or like something, but I think like, I don't know, it's like a bouquet of flowers, but I don't know, because it has like these stems, but it's like also, it's just gorgeous. And like this is, it's, and then there's like 2 kitties, because I have a kitty. So yeah, it's kind of gorgeous, and it's like gorgeous. Like my mom has one. She made ones for my sisters. Like, it's just gorgeous. I have this. I was given to, it was Friday or Saturday. Probably Friday night, Saturday. It's like a blanket shawl or something. It's got purple, and it has like the fringe. I don't know like what this is called, but like it's weaved or crocheted or something. But my grandma Therese, she said this was made by her mom, so it would be my great grandma Hug made it. So very crafty family, even on my stepdad's side. So yeah, so I can like wear it, like use it as a like a lap blanket, or I've used it as like a shawl, and like it's just, I love it. It's, yeah, it's, yeah, it kind of still smells like my grandma and my great grandma. So I was gifted that for part of, I think, our wedding gift. We'll be married this year. It'll be 3 years. So yeah, this was in a box, as well as a blanket. My grandma, she makes blankets. She quilts. She's been trying to quilt one for every single of her grandchildren, and she's got like over 20, and then great grandchildren. But I knew she had this, and I was gonna get it eventually, but it's a quilt, and if I can, I'll take a picture of what the whole thing looks like, but it's quilted. The fabric she used was like antique fabric from like the 20s, and you can't find this fabric no more. Like, you can't find this fabric like no more. And my grandma, she hand quilts. She doesn't use a machine. She uses a machine to like put the pieces together, but then she sits and puts it in a hoop, and she hand quilts, and it takes her 9-10 months to make it. And so it's just, it's gorgeous, and I've used it every night since I've gotten it, and it's gorgeous. And she's like, these colors kind of reminded me of butterflies. And so the back is gorgeous. It's it's not cotton, it's like a fleece one, and then she lined it with like the same type of pink in here. And she's like, it's kind of girly, but it's kind of not. So yeah, I'm kind of digging this coral pink thing. But yeah, it's gorgeous. I mean, she hand quilts everyone, and she's like, normally I sleep one night with it to make sure my love's in it. And she's like, I wasn't able to do it with yours. And I grabbed her hands. I'm like, Grandma, I'm a crafter. I know the love that you put into it. Because I used to sit and watch movies with her, scary movies while she quilted. And I would sit there and hang out with my grandma while she quilted. And it's a memory I will always remember of my grandma. So life, I am alive. On March 3rd, I was on lunch break, and I'm gonna cry, so I'm gonna take my glasses off. On March 3rd, I got a call from my mom. And this is what I've been dealing with for this last couple weeks. I got a call from my mom. I remember the time. It was 9:21 because I looked at my phone, and she said, your brother got in a car accident and he died. And so, yeah, I didn't want to believe her. So I got a call from my mom on March 3rd. My brother died in a car accident. He fell asleep driving and he never woke up. He never woke up. He was, Isaac, he's the one that married my best friend. And so they have a 7-year-old son. And then they also fostered or guardianed, I think she's like 18, 19. She graduated, I think, last year. But they fostered her for a few years. And I still can't believe it's real. Some days are harder than others. Obviously, I talk about it and I start crying. Yeah, that's why some of these things I have gotten in the last week or whatever, because my family, part of my family drove up, and the ones that couldn't really wanted to, and they felt bad that they couldn't. My grandpa drove from Ohio down to be there. My uncle in Colorado drove down to be there. And my grandma really wanted to be there, and she was heartbroken, and my aunt had like no sleep. She had been up for days. And I think just they decided to come and drive, and they rented a car and drove down all the way from Oregon. So that's a 20-hour drive. It took him a couple days, but yeah. So we had family. The first day was it was the hardest. It was the hardest day. It was really hard. I got to see him, which helped. I mean, it was him, but it wasn't, you know, like, it was him, but it didn't look like him because he's not here anymore. He's not. And so I'm still kind of having a difficult time, but sometimes I'm okay, and sometimes I'm not. So I get to go babysit later tonight, go see my nieces, and I kind of always been that person that, you know, they have to say the Midwestern goodbye. It's so true. I'm that person. I'll say goodbye and I'll still be there half an hour later. But part of me's glad for that, because then I just get to spend more time with my family and friends and my loved ones. And, you know, I've done that several times with Saray and Isaac and stayed longer. But you know, you never know. You never know. And he dated my best friend in high school. I was not okay with it when they first started. Not okay, but then my best friend knew I wasn't okay with it, and then she tried to break it off with him, and I told her no. I got mad at her for dating my brother, and then got mad at her for trying to dump my brother. But in the end, I just wanted them to be happy, and so I spent a lot of time with them and Isaac, and they ended up getting married, and we're still friends, and so I ended up still spending time with her, and he would always be around, and so we were really close. We were only a year apart, and was supposed to be 27 this month, or next month in April, sorry. And so this year we will be the same age. We will be the same age. And he's supposed to be my older brother. And I know he's in heaven looking out for me. I know he is. And I know he didn't want to leave. He didn't want to leave, but he is not in pain anymore. He was in a lot of pain, dealing with his knees and carpal tunnel, and you know, he had ended up having a growth spurt later in high school or whatnot, and yeah, so, you know, I said some things last Saturday at the memorial, and I was a sobbing mess. Let's just say that I was a sobbing mess, but that's because I either don't do it at all or I show 100%. And so I know I needed to say something, and so I had some things written down, and as soon as I went up there, the waterworks came and they didn't stop. But I got through it, and that's just me, and I said what I needed to say, and I'm gonna miss him. I miss him, and I love him, and all I want to do is give him one more hug, just one more hug. And I got to see him the Saturday before at my niece's birthday party, and I'm so glad I got to. I'm so glad. Yeah, I'm just so glad I got to see him, because it would have been so much harder if I couldn't remember the last time I saw him. But I was able to see him, and him hanging out with my nieces and my nephews. It's hard some days. And I know I don't know everyone that watches, but I do appreciate each and every one of you. I started this channel because I didn't really have a lot of people, like friends and whatnot, that understood my crafty and people I could vent to. But I'm so glad I have each and every one of you. And I may not know every one of you, but I love you, and you matter. You matter so much, and I just love each and every one of you, even though I don't know you. You are loved, if not by anyone, by me, and I'm so glad I got to see him. I am so glad, and I'm so glad we have a big family, that we try for birthdays and whatnot to get together, and so we get to see each other a lot because we have a big family and whatnot. And anyway, I probably should end it here, or else I'm just gonna continue to rant and I'm gonna continue to cry. But I just want you to know, I am okay. I am okay at the moment. I'm dealing. I am okay. I'm okay, but stitching has helped. It may not be on every single project. It may be on certain few, but it's helped. And hopefully I won't be gone for very much longer. If I am, you know why. I'm dealing. But hopefully I'll be back next week or in 2 weeks. 2 weeks seems to be my sweet spot on when I remember to do a video. But thank you for watching, and if you've made it this far, maybe think about subscribing. And thank you for everyone that has subscribed and comes back every time and puts up with me and my ranting and my crying and my rambling about projects and this and that. And I will see you guys next time. Happy crafting. Bye.